If recruiters are not finding you on LinkedIn, your headline may be describing you in a way nobody is searching for. The question is not whether your headline sounds impressive. The real question is whether a recruiter searching for a role, a skill, or a clear hiring signal would understand your profile in 3 seconds. Your LinkedIn headline is the short line under your name. It appears on your profile, in search results, in comments, in messages, and in connection requests. It often gets judged before anyone reads your About section. Many job seekers use the headline like a personal motto. They write things like passionate problem solver, future-focused leader, or helping teams reach their potential. That may sound positive, but it does not tell a recruiter what job you fit. Recruiters usually start with a hiring need. They are not thinking, find me someone passionate. They are thinking, find me a payroll specialist with Workday experience, or a product analyst who knows SQL and dashboard reporting. That means your headline should use the language of the job market, not your private identity, not your internal company title if nobody else uses it, not a clever phrase that sounds good but matches no job posting. A strong headline usually does 3 things. It names the role you want to be found for. It includes a few relevant skills. Then it adds a signal that helps the recruiter trust the match. The role is the clearest job label. Data analyst, human resources generalist, customer success manager, financial analyst, technical project manager. Use a title that appears in job descriptions because that is the language recruiters and hiring managers already understand. Skills are the tools, methods, and work areas that make the role specific. For a data analyst, that might be SQL, Tableau, Excel, reporting, or data cleaning. For HR, it might be employee relations, onboarding, payroll, or benefits administration. A signal is proof or context. It could be industry experience, a certification, a portfolio, a measurable result, or a type of company you have supported. The signal separates you from a generic title that thousands of people use. Here is a weak version. Creative professional passionate about storytelling and innovation. It sounds nice, but a recruiter still has to guess. Are you a content writer, brand strategist, video editor, communication specialist, or social media manager? A stronger version would be content marketing specialist, B2B SaaS, SEO, case studies, email campaigns, and product launches. It is less poetic, but it is easier to search, easier to understand, and easier to match to a real opening. If you are trying to make your job search more searchable and less mysterious, subscribe for more practical breakdowns like this. The goal here is simple: better words, better signals, and fewer missed opportunities. Another common problem is leaving LinkedIn's default style alone. If your headline only says account manager at company name, it tells people where you work now, but not what kind of roles, industries, skills, or outcomes you want to be found for. Instead of account manager at company name, try account manager, enterprise renewals, CRM reporting, customer retention, and SaaS client relationships. Now the headline gives the recruiter more searchable entry points without turning into a messy keyword dump. If you are unemployed, avoid making open to work the main headline. You can show availability in other places, but the headline should still lead with the role you can do. Recruiters search for capability before they search for availability. A weaker headline says open to work, motivated professional seeking new opportunities. A stronger headline says operations coordinator, vendor management, scheduling, inventory tracking, and process documentation. The second version answers the hiring question faster. For most job seekers, use this simple formula. Target role, then 2 to 4 important skills, then 1 proof signal. For example, marketing analyst, SQL, Excel, campaign reporting, and e-commerce growth projects. This formula works because it follows the recruiter's mental path. First, can this person fit the job family? Second, do they have the right working skills? Third, is there enough context to justify opening the full profile? Career changers often hide behind broad language because they feel their old job title does not match the new direction. So they write adaptable professional, strategic thinker, or lifelong learner. The problem is that those phrases do not build the bridge. For a career changer, use target role, transferable strength, relevant tools or training, and proof project. For example, junior data analyst, operations background, SQL, Excel, Tableau, and inventory dashboard portfolio. The weak version says, former teacher transitioning into instructional design. The stronger version says, instructional design specialist, curriculum development, adult learning, articulate, LMS support, and classroom to corporate training projects. Notice the stronger version does not apologize for changing careers. It does not beg someone to take a chance. It translates the old experience into the new hiring language and then gives the recruiter terms they can actually recognize. Specialists have a different issue. They may write a title that is too broad, such as software engineer or project manager. If the market is crowded, broad can mean invisible because it does not show the exact lane where you are strongest. For a specialist, use specialty, level, or domain, tools, and impact area. For example, back-end software engineer, Python, APIs, AWS, payment systems, and high-reliability services. A weak headline says product manager with a passion for innovation. A stronger headline says product manager, B2B SaaS, user research, roadmap planning, analytics, and onboarding conversion. It gives the recruiter a much sharper picture. Early career candidates often think they have no signal yet, so they use student, recent graduate, or aspiring analyst as the whole headline. That tells people your status, but not enough about what you can do. For early career, use target role, degree or training area, core tools, and project or internship signal. For example, entry-level financial analyst, finance graduate, Excel, financial modeling, budgeting, and internship reporting projects. A weak headline says recent graduate seeking opportunities in business. A stronger version says business analyst, recent economics graduate, Excel, SQL basics, market research, and capstone pricing analysis. It is still honest, but much more searchable. The best keywords usually come from job descriptions you would actually apply to. Open 5 strong postings. Look for repeated titles, tools, responsibilities, and domain words. If the same phrase appears again and again, it probably belongs somewhere in your profile. Do not copy a job posting word for word. Your headline should match the market, not pretend you are a perfect copy of one role. Use the repeated language that truly fits your experience, projects, training, or target direction. Put the most important words near the front. People may only see part of the headline in a smaller preview. If the first words are helping mission-driven teams thrive, the recruiter may never reach the actual role hidden at the end. A weak order says, helping organizations make smarter decisions through data, reporting, and collaboration. A stronger order says, data analyst, SQL, Tableau, dashboard reporting, and business decision support. Start with the label the recruiter is likely to search. Now the warning. Do not stuff your headline with every tool you have ever touched. Data analyst, Python, SQL, Tableau, Power BI, Excel, R, statistics, machine learning, finance, healthcare, marketing, operations can start to look desperate and unfocused. A better version chooses the lane. Data analyst, SQL, Tableau, Excel, revenue reporting, and subscription metrics. It leaves out some possible keywords, but it creates a clearer story about where this person is most relevant. Words like results-driven, dynamic, innovative, and hard-working take up space but rarely help a recruiter search. If you want to show those qualities, use a concrete signal instead. Say revenue reporting, client onboarding, compliance audits, or process improvement projects. If you include proof, keep it accurate and easy to believe. Certified Scrum Master is clear if you have the certification. Portfolio of 3 UX case studies is clear if the portfolio exists. Do not turn the headline into a claim you cannot support later. Think of the headline as a search result preview, not a biography. Its job is to earn the next click. The full profile can explain your story, your transition, your achievements, and your personality. The headline just needs to create fast relevance. Here is a quick audit. Could a stranger identify your target role in 3 seconds? Are 2 or 3 important skills visible? Is there one signal that gives context? Are the first words stronger than the last words? Before, customer-focused professional, helping people solve problems. After, customer success manager, SaaS onboarding, account retention, CRM reporting, and support team collaboration. The second version is not louder. It is simply easier for the right person to find. A better headline will not fix a weak profile, missing experience details, or poor applications by itself. It is one part of the system, but if the headline is vague, the rest of the profile may never get the chance to work. The final test is simple. Imagine a recruiter has a job opening and a search box. Would they type the words in your headline? If yes, you are easier to find. If no, rewrite until your headline speaks the language of the role. If you want help improving your LinkedIn headline, comment with your target role and your current headline. You can also suggest the next job search topic you want explained, such as recruiter messages, resume keywords, or career change proof.